Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com. Today I'm going to show you how to start off this blanket. It's using the Jumbo Bernat Blanket Big Yarn. This one's an Earl Grey. This one here is Navy. And this one here says Cold Sea. Okay, so I'm going to start off in my Earl Grey one here. I'm going to get my size 30 hook. There we go, size 30 hook. It's a big wooden one. And I'm going to get going here, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I have my slip knot made, my loop on my hook. What we're going to do is we're going to chain in any even number of stitches. Okay, and on the pattern, when I get it done, I will have some suggested sizes. And so all we're going to do, yarn over, continue to bring our yarn through the loops, and make our chains. So I'm going to continue on making some chains here, and I will meet you on the other end when I start my first row. Okay, this is how it looks so far. Here's my chains. Okay, I have all my chain stitches made. So now we're going to work in the fourth chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, bring it through, and yarn over and bring it through the 2 loops. Okay, then we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to skip the next chain, and we're going to do a single crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, and then yarn over, go through 2 loops, a single crochet. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way across. Chain 1, skip 1, see that, skip 1, and the next one we're going to work a single crochet. We're going to do that all the way across, and you should end up with a single crochet in the very last stitch. Okay, so go ahead and do that across if you're following along with me. 1, 2, and then I'll meet you back, and then we're going to be changing a color and using a different color in the next row, and then we will be working in the chain spaces. This is how it looks so far. Okay, and it should be easy to see the stitches when we work back. So then I'm at the end of the row. I have pulled through my yarn, but I'm going to pull it back out so I know about how much yarn I have, because I'm going to add the new yarn, and I'm going to pull it through these 2 loops here so you don't really see the change. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to burn our yarn. And so I'm going to cut off about this much. It's a guesstimate. Then I have my next yarn I'm going to join. Okay, here's my yarns. Here's the ends. Now, I used to burn it. Whoopsies. Sorry. I almost lost this thing. That would have landed on my other yarn. So this thing here is, it's called a thread zap. Bead Smith Thread Zap 2. And what you do is you hold in the button, and it gets really hot really quick. See that? Did you see smoke right away? See it smoking. Okay. And it now smells. All right. So I used to use a candle for this. And now all I do is I put these together, give this the old zap zap. And sometimes I have to stick it in a couple times and zap. But we just kind of hold it. But anyways, I used to use a candle until I found this. And this is so easy to use this versus a candle. I'm going to have to go in again here, because I don't have any wax dripping on my work. And I don't have to worry about, oh, this one's going to come apart. It's okay, we'll give it another little zap. Here we go. And of course, this gets so hot, you got to be careful that you don't that you don't burn your fingers. And you let it cool just a second. See, now that's pulling. I'm pulling on it and it's not coming apart. Okay, so that's ready to go. So what I'm going to do, set this aside so I don't burn myself. Now, where was I? Now I got my last 2 loops, put them back on the hook. And now I'm just going to bring my yarn through and then I'll adjust it. Okay, so there. So now we got our yarn. Now I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. Then in that first chain space, so this was our last single crochet, that first chain space, we're going to insert our hook, bring our yarn through, and we're going to do a single crochet. And we're going to do that again. Yarn over and chain 1, skip the single crochet, go into the next space, and single crochet. So it's the same pattern we just did. So we got to chain 1, skip 1, see that, skip that single crochet, work into the next space, whoopsies, and then we're going to continue doing this all the way to the end. When we get to the other end, we're going to change color again, just the way I did. It'll be my 3rd color. So every row I'm going to be burning the ends and changing color. So that little zapper is kind of cool. And I was talking to you, I did not chain. There we go. And we're going to continue this all the way across. And then when you get to that first chain 4 space that we, or the first 3 chains that we skipped when we worked into the, there we go, when we worked into the 4th chain, we're going to be doing our last stitch right in there. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, I just about have my row 2 done. So here was that, the first 3 chains that we skipped over, there's a hole right there. So I have my chain 1 done here after my last single crochet, and then I'm going to put a last single crochet right in here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, so I kind of know about how much yarn I'm going to need, right? Just like the last time. So I'll pull this back out, and then I'll pull this out of the stitches. I don't want the whole thing, so I'll probably cut off about that much right there. Now I lost my scissors, hang on.